Okay, skill number 1 in the books. We can translate between logarithms and exponentials. That's awesome. Next, I want to be able to evaluate expressions. And guess what? To be able to evaluate expressions, we have to be able to translate them. So when I say evaluate an expression, I mean give me an answer for something. So I could just ask you, evaluate 2 plus 2, and you would tell me 4. What you're really doing and what is happening in your brain, you're creating, this is my attempt at thinking, a thinking emoji, you're creating an equation. You're saying, well, 2 plus 2 is equal to something. What is that something? Okay, well, 2 plus 2 is 4, so our evaluation, we're valuing to it 2 plus 2, and we're just saying 4. So it starts as an expression, we turn it into an equation, and we solve that equation. The same thing is going to happen with logarithms. So let's practice, I'll just write one first. I want you to evaluate log base 2 of 8. Okay, well, Mr. Edwards, we don't know how to do that yet. Sure you do. We're going to turn it into an equation. Log base 2 of 8 is equal to something. I don't know what that something is. I need to figure that out. The only skill that we have right now, the only thing you guys know how to do, skill 1, is to translate it. So right now it's written as a logarithm. Let's write it as an exponential. The base is 2. And then we go around the world. 2 to some power equals 8. 2 to the question mark power equals 8. This we can solve. 2 to what power is 8? The answer, 3. Question mark equals 3. 2 to the third power equals 8. So we go back to our original problem. Question mark is 3. What we were trying to figure out, what is log base 2 of 8? Log base 2 of 8 is equal to 3. So just like you would say 2 plus 2 is 4, we could say log base 2 of 8 is 3. Here you go. I want you to try these 3. Hit pause. Try these 3 and then come back and we can talk about them. Go. Okay, you're back. So each of these we want to turn into an equation. I happen to use the variable x. You can use question mark. You can use k. You can use w, but I use x. I'm going to say log base 13 of 169 is equal to x. I'm trying to figure out what x is. What is this thing equal to? The only skill I have, write it as an exponential. And then it kind of falls in our lap. 13 to what power is 169? The answer, 2. So this whole thing, 13 base, or log base 13 of 169 is 2. Now we can look at the rest. 5 to what power equals 1? 5 to the 0 power equals 1. This is actually equal to 0. And we get a property. Log base anything of 1 will always be 0, because anything to the power of 0 equals 1, our around the world thing. And then finally, log base pi of pi, pi to what power equals pi? That's 1. And again, we get another property. Log base anything of itself will always be equal to 1. There you go. We are evaluating logarithms. That was skill number 2. Moving on.